Tremendous.
Thanks, Laura.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you very much indeed.
Lovely Laura. If you hadn't noticed. Just to remind everyone that if you do want to sign up for Ruck U, Laura and her friends can come down. That is the right term, actually, isn't it? Yes.
Yes.
That's fair enough. You come down and help you sign up. So how tempting is that? Anyway, Laura, how about some of Nobby's nuts? Anyway, unfortunately, you've got to go. Much as we would like you to stay, because there's someone far uglier coming along. So
Far.
thanks for the beer.
Thanks, Laura.
Welcome to Carling's Round and Yion's Jumper. I'm delighted to have Maura back. It's an heirloom.
Yes.
It's
Handed down.
Yeah.
My great-granddad,
Handed down.
post-war.
Yeah, amongst the whole family.
Crimean War.
All of them.
It's my turn. It's my turn. I don't get it back for 3 months, but
No, you'll miss it when.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, enough of that bollocks. England setup, England coaching setup. Maura, you had some fairly good things to say about it last week, and I just think I look at it and I don't understand it. And then I hear rumours that there is going to be a manager. Exactly.
Yeah.
Can you explain it to me?
So in terms that you'd understand.
Sort of, yeah.
Small words.
What was?
Slowly. Because there is going to be a manager appointed and a backs coach, I hear.
Yeah. No, it's not. Look, I don't.
What does Rob do?
Well, he's the new Don Rutherford, isn't he?
Without the tracksuit.
The new Mengler without the appropriate.
Without the brill cream.
Yeah, without the brill cream and without the South American passport. And without the war crimes. And I don't know what he does. I know what he's supposed to do.
What?
He's supposed to be in charge of every appointment at every England elite level, at whatever age group. Therefore, to sit back, as I understand it, and review the performance of everybody.
How far back?
If he's doing it properly, it should be almost.
He goes quite far back.
Yeah.
Apparently.
He should, about as low as a dash hand. He should. For me, it should be. Can't believe I said that. He should. It should be almost autonomous, not in terms of his day-to-day contact with people, because he speaks to people, but in terms of his decision-making. If he's to have any credibility, he has to be right back. He can't be involved for me in selections or any policies like that. But
He is involved.
Do you
in
see a
selection.
plan?
Yes,
Do
but
you
this
see
is
a
my,
plan?
yes,
though?
but this
Do
is
you see
my
a plan?
point. But this is my point. He should make it plain.
Well, why don't we get to it?
But the thing is, he can't be involved and then appraise people, can he? Because if he appraises people and he's been part of the selection process or whatever, how can he disassociate his own input from that of other people? And what will happen, if he's clever, which he is that he'll be there when everything's going well, and when he's not, he'll be in the background. So
He doesn't do that. He doesn't do that now, though, does
If
he?
the rumours do be believed, right, and we all know on the post-World Cup and everything, the dynamics with that management, it doesn't work. It ain't working at the moment. So throwing more bodies in it isn't going to fix it. They've got to get that right first.
No, I tell you what they've got to get right first, Ryan. What they started doing was they were talking about Ashton or a person before they actually defined what the role was. I mean, I was saying, you wouldn't in a major PLC, you wouldn't apply for. Can I have a director, please? So, well, of what? What is he going to do? Before you say, well, you don't interview people before you tell them what you're going to do you? I mean, it's just pointless. Yeah. So I was saying, is he going to be coach, head coach, with a coach? Is he going to be a coach, the manager, or is he going to be everything? Because before you decide whether someone's appropriate, surely you have to define the terms of what he's going to do. And they've still not done that because we're talking about there's going to be a manager.
But it goes further than that, doesn't it? What does Barron do? Barron seems to dip in and out.
Yeah, but he should do.
Exactly, but he does.
Yeah.
No, there doesn't seem to be any clear definition of what anyone's, job.
Well, I wrote about
Ambiguity is their biggest problem. No one knows what the exact.
You look at Ashton and Wells sitting together. It's like Blair and Brown.
Look,
They love each other.
Oh yeah.
There is a
deep down.
Oh yeah.
You've got to dig deep down.
Deep. Yeah. Let's have a listen to what Jed's got to say.
Hello viewers and welcome back. Jedi here in the islands. Oh, what a quality opening that was. Hats off to England for beating France in Paris. It's the second time you've done it in 12 months. So it was interesting, France, against the tactics. They went from side to side and then back the other way. There's no way through that defence. To side. This is exciting rugby. Look at that. To side. Drop goal. Put it on the ground, mate. And England just panned out the white line and nailed them. The English tight five were outstanding, I thought, which is interesting considering the amount of white lines that go down in London every week. I can see why that's England's style of play. Probably my old playing. You win a game up front.
So, a complete bollocks up then. The Lions, which I'm really looking forward to actually, are leaving 10 days before the season finishes. That's sharp, isn't it?
It's not good
How
at the
the
moment.
hell can they balls things up like that? I mean, you know, you just wonder, don't the guys who organise the Lions talk to the guys who organise the Heineken Cup? There's no structured season. It is a mess.
You don't need to talk to that guy. The fixtures are in there. They know what the fixture list is. Can't they read a fixture list?
It's a bit bizarre.
A bit bizarre. That's way too politically.
It's that load.
That's about the best you can say in it.
It's
That's too
hopefully they
polite.
resolve. Hopefully they resolve it.
Yeah,
And they're on about
How?
potentially swapping the Heineken Cup with the Guinness Premiership final and trying. But then you're hoping then that there are two UK-based teams.
Exactly, but you're talking about how,
you could have Munster and the Tigers in the final.
Resolve it.
You
Hopefully
could
they can
have-
resolve
You
it.
could have Munster and the Ospreys.
This could have
in
all
the
been
final.
avoided by
Ignore me. It's you know,
But yeah.
it's bizarre.
Why are we in a
It is bizarre.
situation where we're having to do this when someone could have looked at the calendar, could have looked at the calendar and set off 10 days later?
I know.
Is that too much to ask?
Yeah, but the problem is, you look at this now.
Don't ignore
I
me.
look at the big picture in the fact that they're trying to squeeze a pint and a half in a pint pot. We talk about this possible unofficial championship between the Six Nations winners and the Tri-Nations winners. Where are they going to fit it in, and for what purpose? They're trying to squeeze more and more and more into a smaller pot.
Cash,
definitely.
So the Six Nations winners will annually play the Tri-Nations winners.
Yeah.
Which the relevance to the World Cup will be what?
The
Every
relevance
year
of
we'll
the
have a world
Cup
champion.
To the World Cup.
Well, it's
the relevance
devaluing.
of the World Cup or to the World Cup?
Both.
Well, it will devalue it, won't
It was
Yeah.
totally devalue it because you're the world champions every 4 years, but we'll have an unofficial world
It's a
champions
satire.
every year.
It's a cynical,
which is this?
It's a cynical money-making exercise, and I bet it was dreamt up by the Aussies. I bet you any money.
Yeah.
any money.
Blame the Aussies. That's it. Sorted.
No, but look, they first of all, what about player burnout? All of a sudden, they complain about player burnout, player management, and then to have any realistic chance of having a decent thing, you've got to be there for a week, haven't you, before to settle in with it, you know. So what they're going to do? Find an extra 10 days for players? Where is that? Because they're saying it's full anyway. So we're just going to throw that in, and then one team is going to be out of season, beginning or end. So whatever. Depending on where it is, one or other team, or maybe both teams, you have to travel a long way. Which is
It's a
ideal.
glorified exhibition game.
They're looking at
It's a
Hong Kong
glorified
or
exhibition game.
Tokyo, aren't they? To stage the
The only way you could justify this, maybe, is say every 2 years, in between World Cups, once every 2 years, and then maybe in a developmental country, so that it was spreading the word. But otherwise, it's pointless to me.
The only justification is to generate obscene pots of money. That's the only
Yeah,
justification.
and that
That's
money
good.
will go to the founder members,
Yes, the
not to the Samoans.
No, it'll go to the Cozy Club. It'll go to the Cozy
Yeah,
Club.
well, which is shocking. Now, to lighten the load, tone, I mean. What a Freudian slip that was.
Only if you're anally obsessed.
On the,
Which obviously he is.
you didn't go to Sedbergh, did you?
No,
You
I
should have gone up to
I didn't go to public school. That's what it
Lovely
was.
school.
Really. Buggery wasn't on
www.rucku.com, right? There's some great comments, and you can get involved as well if you sign up, which is totally free, which will appeal tomorrow. He's a socialist, and you can win tickets to internationals, and then come back and listen to tomorrow's commentary. Talking of your commentary, Philip Docker came out with some great things that he wants you to say. £250 regarding the English fullback, you cannot be serious.
That's easy.
£500 regarding the English centres, even Carling was quicker than these guys.
That's easy.
Regarding the Scottish front row, they frighten me.
That's easy. Other than I put not on the end of it.
No, you got to do that. And there's another one here actually from Peter. How about Flower of Scotland? That always gets me right here. Or I love this
In
one.
front or back?
No,
I
on
tell
the
you what's
front.
great, you know.
Insightful comment there, Eddie. I couldn't agree more. Or your £1,000 one regarding Princess Anne. Oh, she looks lovely today. So you've got quite a bit of money there you could earn. So we'll all be listening to the.
So what's your favourite?
Princess Anne one.
France, Italy is going to be, well, a bit of a feast, I think. I dig Italy. They got good uniforms, they got hot cars, they got hot chicks. There's nothing wrong with winning, fellas. There's nothing wrong with winning. It's just credibility. You've got none. The small goods are really, well, they're world famous, aren't they? You've got nothing. And I certainly love tucking into them. The whole idea of some of that Italian food's bloody good. They're onto it. They are onto it in a big way.
They talk about the French ambition. How many times does it take you to learn that you don't bring the ball, that you step in from the touchline immediately and not run into Vainicolo again, who's just going to throw you over the hoarding?
There was they didn't have a Peter Winterbottom, true story. Chris Oaty used to play, remember Chris Oaty? Ran into touch instead of passing the ball to Winters. Winters stood over him and said, if you do that again, I'll knock your f***ing block off, right? Chris, surprisingly, learned to stay in field after that,
yeah.
And that's coaching.
I just wish they wouldn't keep meddling with rules, though. It drives you up the wall.
What do you like us to meddle with?
Everything.
There's just fascination with meddling and tinkering. Ultimately, people change, and a minute that changes anyway, and you end up in exactly the same position. I'm going to cheat anything.
You know the line out. The line out.
It'd just be one, right?
No, you're right.
Hang on, I've lost control of my bowels.
But what it is, it's a simplification for idiots. It's trying to make the game so simple, you know, that an Australian could understand it. And what's the point? I mean, who cares?
The thing about rugby, right? And it's an imperfect game.
Yes.
It's an imperfect game.
Better for it.
That's where its beauty lies. It's imperfect. Yes. I don't want to know what happens next. No. Why the hell would you want to know what happens next?
Yeah.
That's life, isn't it?
No. Yeah. I want to be surprised.
Because you're talking. But you're talking.
Yeah. It's one of those helmets.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to Wales playing Ireland. Yai. Right, brother? Bodied up. What I want to see from Wales, hold it here. Oh, that's it. Is basically for them to get absolutely stuck in up front. That's the way you're going to have to put these Irishmen on the bloody green and keep them there, and then just stand on them and stand on them and stand on them again and stand on them again. And at the end of 80 minutes, you're going to have to turn around and say, Brian, yep, would you like some more? But Gats is going to have to say something pretty special, I think. He's going to have to come up with some really wise words. A win would be really positive, fellas. Go out there and beat them. If you don't win, you're all fired. You could say, I'm actually going to move the national team to Merthyr. Come on, Wales. So with that at the top of the frontal lobe, ladies and gentlemen, I'll hand you back now to the three monkeys sitting in the stage door pub. Guilty. Laura, it was lovely to see you last week. I'd like to see a wee bit more of you, so if you could stick around and sign a longer contract, maybe I'll catch up with you in November.
If you want to get involved and tell us a joke, email carlingsround@telegraph.co.uk, come down the pub or get onto www.rucku.com because it'd be great to have you involved, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.
Ta-da.
Bye.